Hey guys, it's Bananaowns here bringing you episode 8 of my Arkham Origins Let's Play, and I'm a bit more chipper. I got a great amount of sleep last night. I'm not recording these things at like 2 in the morning like I've been doing. I'm recording them in the middle of the day, 2 in the afternoon. How do you like that? 12 hours ago I was doing the last two of these episodes. So, I know I've been talking about relatively serious things, and I suppose I should explain why I'm using the Arkham Origins Let's Play to talk about that sort of thing. So, like the first few episodes, I talk about like a history of Batman, mostly because like not a lot of stuff really happened in those videos. At least not a lot that really needed me to comment about it or to be like super live about it, super lively about it. But the reason why I'm talking about all this copyright stuff in the Arkham Origins Let's Plays because these ones got matched for the content ID stuff by Warner, who actually owns it. So not necessarily the exact same thing as like something getting copied from music or not like. I just had like a mini stroke right there. That was awkward. But I thought this would be a good opportunity to show that I can't enable monetization on these videos at all. Not like I have the viewership where I could actually make some money off of this. So it's like, don't worry about that. But it's kind of a really weird thing to think about. It's like, okay, I have no monetization enabled on this, and some other random videos. Like, let's see, looking back, I'm also doing a Fear 3 run Let's Play right now. Those are perfect for monetization. I don't think they really give a shit. Mark of the Ninja, feel free to. And then I think another weird one was, I think Saints Row got tagged, probably for music. They have a lot of copyrighted music, but I'm trying to think here. Some other games that I did that got monetized that way. I think it might have been Lollipop Chainsaw and Devil May Cry were probably those ones. I think, yes, I think those were the ones. Let me take a look here. Take 5, guys. Do 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 do. And it was Lollipop Chainsaw and Devil May Cry. Kinda sucks. What do you think about that? And it's not every single one of the videos. It's like a couple of them. But that was back when I put up cutscenes for games, or at least I didn't lower the audio. And then I think some of them actually got hit for like a visual element too. I gotta sign into my YouTube right now. Yeah, so basically, because I noticed that these videos got tagged, so that's the reason why, I decided to use this as a talking point. So yeah, I got tagged by Capcom, and then by the music one for Devil May Cry. Kind of sucks, but I just do this for fun, so it's no big deal for me. It's a kind of a big deal for other people, so don't want to be too happy about that. I would say, but yeah. So these Batman games. So it's a really contentious issue. It's some difficulty can come out of this, especially in terms of review. So, like, this game didn't get the high reviews that the other Arkham games got. I think Arkham Asylum and Arkham Origins got a really high review score, at least Metacritic score, and they were critical darlings. So, in essence, these aren't exactly the. This game got very mediocre reviews, and as a result, like, I know for myself, I wasn't sure if I was actually going to pick this up or if I was going to wait a long time, and in the end, I decided to wait. But it's where Let's Plays can come in handy, because it gives, unlike reading a review or something, you can actually see someone playing through the game, and if they're recording it live, you can actually see someone basically experiencing it firsthand. So, in terms of like a written review score, you know, for this game, as I mentioned a little bit earlier, very mediocre reviews. But if I could see someone playing, I'm like, you know what, this fucking looks cool. I'm gonna buy this despite the review score. I mean, I've had a few games that haven't gotten that much of a review score. Like, I haven't gotten that very great reviews. So it's weird. It's an issue that, especially I've been mentioning that their possibility of, you know, making it so that they can take down reviews in essence. Like, that's a very contentious issue as well, and it's a mess. I think I said it best in the last episode. It's just it is a mess. I just hit my mic on my shirt a little bit right there. So, but it's just plainly it's a mess. The system doesn't work the way it should. It's easy to abuse in terms of just random people. I think I mentioned in the last video that there was a Russian channel or company or something like that that was taking down all the Persona 4 stuff, and you know, that's like that's fucked up, and it's like they don't own anything to it. It's just they're getting everything taken down. And in essence, it everything just sucks. It just sucks. It doesn't work the way it's supposed to, and that's where it really it's really sad. I for a lack of a better word, it's just sad. You know, it just doesn't work that way. It doesn't protect you, and it discourages people from making videos, especially on like a site like YouTube, which really got started by people, not like really big people making content and stuff. It's like they don't want you to, and it's really sad. It really is sad. You know, I feel like we're gonna lose some of that. Like, what got me into video making was watching other people make videos. You know, it was definitely a lot less regulated back when a lot of people started, and like when I started as well. With another channel, not this one, obviously. But it's a shame. It's just a shame to that. And I realize that there needs to be some method to protect your copyright holdings to make sure no one's not trying to upload like a movie or something on a channel and monetize it, or even just upload a full movie onto YouTube that they don't own. It just really, despite like these things, and again, it's not actual law making YouTube do this. It's just them trying to cover their asses in terms of like lawsuits. I think they had something with Viacom that got real ugly, and it's just covering themselves. And Google wants to cover themselves, and it's a shame because in their attempt to do it, they're pushing away people from their video service, and they're taking down some videos, maybe some people that really like, and making it more difficult for people to consume the videos that they want to do. Like I mentioned before, like Total Biscuit getting stuff taken down or getting stuff flagged for content ID. It's like, why are you gonna make something on YouTube if it's not gonna work out? Maybe like we'll go to Twitch or have our own website or host our own videos. And it's really sad. I know I'm kind of losing my train of thought here, but it's just really it just discourages people from making videos, and it discourages that, as I mentioned just a little bit earlier, it discourages the thing that made people want to get into making videos in the first place, watching them, sharing them. I know for the most part, I have very low views on mine, but I just do this for fun, and if I can't put up videos like this for fun, it's kind of sad. It's like, okay, it's cool that you have a hobby, but fuck you. In some cases, it's cool you have this hobby and you can really turn it into something. Like, imagine one of my favorites is the Angry Video Game Nerd. You know, reviews shitty games. I can imagine him getting a content ID for playing some of these old games, and someone like him, where he used to be like a video editor, or he used to work like another job or something, and he managed to turn this angry video game stuff and his whole like Cinemassacre thing into his own little corner of the internet, and he has a full-time job now. I mean, he has a wife and a child now, and it's his job, and it's really cool to see like hobbies develop out of that. And I think you're going to be seeing less of that now with all these content ID things, especially in terms of like video games. I mean, of course, you can always have people making short films and stuff like that, making their own music, although some people will be getting copyrighted for their own music. I digress. By the way, young Barbara Gordon here, before I get too off track, I to talk about this cutscene a little bit. I love this cutscene right here. The young Barbara Gordon asking Batman for help and shit, and very resourceful and smart right here. It's like, are you guys idiots? I'm in here. Who you're talking to? I voice chatting on my computer. What year is it, guys? That's my girl voice, by the way. It's a very good one, I know. But I bet Barbara Gordon has a YouTube channel, and man, it's unnerving to see like the potential. Like this whole stuff, like all these things have like the potential to, you know, not be as bad as people are making them out to be, but they also have the potential to be a lot worse. You know, not being able to make these videos really hurts in terms of like game journalism. Like I can imagine you would only get permission to use stuff from like controlled settings, so only at like press events that could be really bad as well. You know, having just being able to review a game in a controlled setting, capture your footage from like a press event and run by the developer and the publisher can get really bad in terms of like a conflict of interest, or in terms of getting like an appropriate view of the game. Can lead to some games getting some higher scores. I think a good example of something is like Battlefield 4, which has a lot of problems right now at launch. So you can get, in terms of like a publisher run press event, where that's the only way you can get these footage for reviews and stuff, you can get that happening where it's like, okay, it's a very controlled setting, we can't identify any bugs or anything else, and it can be really alarming in terms of that, and especially for people buying video games like day one or within like the first week or month or so. I think it's going to lead to a lot of people waiting on their purchases a bit. So maybe instead of buying everything day one, you wait a bit, wait a couple weeks, and wait for more user stuff. And of course, that's not perfect as well. A lot of user reviews are really skewed. I mean, let's take Dead Space 3 for example. I haven't played through my copy yet, but in terms of people saying like, oh, it's a shitty game, and if you look at like the Metacritic, you know, it's average Metacritic score, but then like the user reviews are about a super low, because, you know, EA and all that jazz. It's kind of sad. It definitely is really sad. And so yeah, so user reviews aren't perfect anyway. You need a really combination of it, and I think I've talked about this before on a past Let's Play, where you really need to find a reviewer that you agree with. Like watch some older reviews, and if you agree with their takes on games, then you know what, then follow them. And especially if they're not as big, it can be really ugly in terms of actually trying to figure out like, what is this game? So it'd be kind of like Assassin's Creed 3 in terms of like, I thought the game was really good, but the internet really hates it. But a lot of the reviews were like excellent, but they didn't highlight some problems. And if you can get more of that, then that's just bad. Especially in terms of just in essence like video games, because you know, games with bugs and stuff like that are not necessarily going to. It may give developers an incentive to maybe not finish it, because you know, with patches and stuff now, it may give the developer like an incentive to maybe, you know what, we have something that's playable right now for release. It's not too polished in terms of like bugs, so let's just release it. Well, anyway, guys, another serious topic. I'll see you in the next video, and enjoy. Fucking double knockout.